in the town, and quite a few of their people get taken. They discover that the bracelet on Daniel Craig's wrist, is actually a weapon, and he ends up, using it. Then they say, hey, we want to use you to help, I guess, search for everyone, right?
Yep.
For the most part.
Yep.
And the search continues and continues and continues until we get a final climactic battle.
Yep.
That's pretty much the gist of the movie.
Yep. I mean,
without giving anything away, really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's small little fights in between amongst people, and people. Things end up happening to people, and whatnot. But
so why don't we just jump into, I guess, like you said, were any, you really like this movie?
I did. I really had a lot of fun. Strangely enough, I wasn't really anticipating this movie that much. Cowboys and aliens.
Right.
I mean, the first time we saw the trailer, what did I say? I was like, wow, that looks stupid. It was like Cowboys and aliens, and you told me that it's, a graphic novel?
If I'm not mistaken, a graphic novel, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, in all honesty, like I said, I wasn't anticipating it, I wasn't excited for it, but I have to be honest, I had a lot of fun, and, I mean, obviously, quite a bit more fun than you, which is unusual.
Yeah, the reason why is that this, while there are aliens in this movie, it is first and foremost a Western. An old school, classic Western styled film.
And I think that's why I liked it so much.
And that's why I didn't like it. I'm not a Western fan. There have been a few more modern Western movies that have come out recently that I've quite enjoyed. But this one, it followed too many of the old school cliches of Western that it just took me out of the movie.
Okay, no, see, this is what I liked about it. Yeah, we had a lot of old school cliches, but the whole environment of everything going around, I mean, the people, the places, I mean, they were bad, but cowboys. I mean, gunslinging, knife throwing, I mean, people dying, people getting captured, I mean, we had the whole experience, and we didn't have the whole put 'em up. It wasn't that cliche, but it was, I felt like what was cliche worked with this movie because everything else was so mature, they could afford to throw those little cliches in there, like, every time Daniel Craig's hat came off, he had to pick it back up and put it back on his head. And I'm sorry, but that is an old Western thing that I loved. It worked for him, because he didn't make a big deal about it. You just noticed whenever his hat fell, reach down, put it back on his head. Never said anything about his hat, but that's just one of the things that I liked about it. I'll give you the girl, kind of irked me a little bit. Yeah. I wasn't a fan of the girl.
Olivia Wilde.
She's a good actress. It wasn't her acting, it was just her character. I wasn't really...
Her character was very flat in this movie.
Yeah, there wasn't much to her. We find out something else about her towards the end of the movie, and it's... kind of comes out of left field a little bit. I mean, I saw something coming, but I didn't see quite that coming, so...
I kind of did. I kind of saw it coming from the trailer, actually.
I mean, did you?
I did. I saw it coming from the trailer. I'm like, oh, okay.
I haven't watched the trailer in a while.
First time I saw the trailer, I saw it coming.
Really? Yeah. I don't remember trailers most of the time.
But for me, it really... I think the big problem was that really kind of the tone of the movie and how everything was done seemed very cheap and old school and kind of cheesy and cliche.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god. See, we're gonna butt heads with this because I am completely on a different level. I thought other than a minor few things with the set where I want to know who the set designer was because we didn't have 50 states back then. But apparently the American flags that were sitting in the bar had 50 states. So, I mean, somebody should have looked into that a little more. But, I mean, other than, like, little tiny things like that, and maybe not quite the right period handcuffs or the right period, piece of clothing. Other than that, I really liked it. I didn't think it looked cheap. I thought the sets looked great. I thought the fact that they filmed almost all until the last half of a movie
on location.
In a desert in the middle of I don't know where they filmed.
I have no idea.
But I mean, it added so much more to the movie. I didn't think it looked cheap at all. I thought it looked really, really good. Even the scene with his house. I mean, once we finally figure out what happens and everything, you know, we do see an old school house, just his house where he lived, and I mean, even that was well done.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just couldn't get into it. Something about the film, whether it be the dialogue or the set pieces or whatever it was, it just felt very cliche and very Western, and I've never been a Western fan, and that's probably why.
I think that's why you didn't like it. I felt like it was old school charming.
It was very
Western.
old school Western, and it's just not my thing.
Okay.
Wasn't my thing. So, what would you rate this movie?
In all honesty, yes, to all surprise, I'm gonna rate this full price. I really, really, really enjoyed this movie. It was a lot of fun. In all honesty,